Hi, Libra friends. Guess what? It's me, Jess, owner of My Taropist. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. That is not really a surprise if you are familiar with this channel. If you're not, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. And please do subscribe so that you know every time I upload a new video for you guys. Yay! Or subscribe and then hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. All right, you guys, I'm very apologetic because I did not get all of the air signs done in August. I am now catching up. It is September. It is already like mid-September, heading into the end of September, which is fine because, you know, my readings are actually timeless. I know a lot of readers do like an overall like for the month to kind of give you a peek at the energy for the month. Mine really are just an energy check for whenever you happen upon the video, friend. So it's sort of like I put one out for every sign each month, but it's not to look over the month. It's whenever it's present energy, whenever you're watching. So just so you know, it's not like we're really late. What is time anyway? We're right on time. So listen, you guys, if you're new here, let me tell you what we do. It's called a My Taropist session. We take a look at your mental energy, your interpersonal relationships, what's bothering and distressing you, and your emotional energy. And then sometimes we'll switch things up, get some advice at the end, or I don't know, I just did Aquarius and I actually dig deeper into one area of the reading and spent more time on that. So you never know how it goes. We flow with spirit. That's what we do, friends. So I've already shuffled your energy into the deck. If you will do me this favor, and please look into my eyes on whatever device or screen you're watching on, and take a deep breath with me. Ready? And thank you, friends. That's a nice, peaceful energy. I like it. Okay. Hopefully the whole reading's like that. All right. All right. I'm going to now split the deck toward you. And I'm shooting a little bit differently. I'm shooting off my laptop today, you guys. I just didn't want to do the whole camera setup and like da-na-na-na-na. And this way there won't be any technical difficulties. I'm just being casual. I'm in my like tank top, you guys. I'm like, I threw this on so I don't look like too casual. Okay, who cares? You guys don't care. Let's get into it. All right, there's your energy. And this is weird. I shuffled the crap out of this deck and cleansed and everything in between readings. And this is literally the exact same bottom of the deck energy that Aquarius had. But this is your energy. So Justice. Okay, but the rest of the cards are different, very different than Aquarius. Four of Swords, Princess of Cups, Two of Swords. You know what? I'm feeling like just jumping into your reading. I just feel differently for you guys. I don't know if I need to give you guys a full pre-shuffle reading. So I'm just going to say this. I do feel like some of you guys are in this period of maybe pulling back your energy a little bit and trying to rest, recuperate, and recalibrate in this season. Some of you might be just really trying to work on getting rebalanced, okay? Princess of Cups underneath that, Two of Swords. I don't know if you guys are like blocking communication from somebody right now or something, or if this is just, again, you maybe some of you might be making some decisions with regard to work. Three of Pentacles underneath that. I'm just throwing out the messages that I'm getting for you. But I feel like for a lot of you, I feel like you're just kind of pulled your energy back and really focused on especially like your emotional energy in the season, getting mentally clear, emotionally clear, and healing. Some of you might literally be physically healing in this season. Maybe you're kind of recuperating and giving yourself some love right now. I'm feeling like, you know, drinking some tea, eating some soup, you know, maybe taking some nourishing vitamins or supplements or whatever. I feel like though, like soup and tea and things like that, just kind of recharging and recalibrating your energy and just trying to get some balance here. I don't feel like necessarily that there was some kind of an injustice done recently necessarily. I just feel like you guys are just again, recalibrating, rebalancing, restructuring, trying to, feel like yourselves again, really, in this season. But let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. Now, please keep in mind that these are general readings, so not all the messages are going to resonate with all of you Libras. But stick around till the end of the reading, because if I haven't picked up on a message for you yet, friend, hopefully by the end there will be something that will really hit home for you. If not, maybe the whole reading will resonate. And if so, friends, please don't forget to like this video and share and subscribe and comment and let me know if it resonated and how. Okay, thank you. All right, let's go. All right, let's get into it. Mental energy for my Libra friends. What is the mental energy for my Libra friends? Also, you guys, I'm going to be doing your season's birthday reading. What? It is almost that time, isn't it? That should be coming up around the end of September. Hopefully, y'all. Oh, that's a lot of cards. That's a lot. I feel like that's too much. All right. Let's do this again. I don't like how they came out, you guys. I just don't. It didn't feel right. Okay. I was talking too much. All right. What's going on in the mental energy of my Libras? Okay. It's a little better. Wow, this is it's weirdly similar in some ways to Aquarius. Some of you might be dealing with an Aquarius, like in a romantic way, or maybe have a friend or relative that's very close to you who's an Aquarius, or maybe you have Aquarius also in your chart, friend. But what you got was the Ace of Swords for your mental energy, okay? So I feel like some of you are becoming very clear in your mental space, a lot of clarity. Again, hitting that reset with that energy that we saw in the pre-shuffle with the Four of Swords. Again, I think that in the Justice card, I feel like some of you are really getting clear, maybe on a particular matter that you were trying to make a decision about. That's for some of you, okay? And I think you're kind of getting into this place right now where it's starting to make sense for you. There could be communication coming in, but I just feel like this is you getting very clear and focused and decisive about something going on in your life. Let's get clarity on this Ace of Swords for the mental energy for my Libra friends. Please clarify. Wow, the cards are just really flip-flopping, flying for you guys. All right. So 8 of Cups. Yeah. I do feel like some of you have pulled back your energy in the season on the bottom of the deck, 4 of Pentacles. I do feel like a lot of you have intentionally, because you had to leave something that might have been painful for you emotionally or just draining your energy. For some, it may not have been necessarily an emotional heartbreak or pain. I feel like it might have just been a situation where you were waiting maybe a really long time for justice to come through for you guys. Maybe you're feeling kind of drained or burdened, and you're walking away from that. And I feel like so that you can get some kind of mental clarity and peace about something, okay? I think you just needed to reassess a situation, and that has enabled you now in this season to get some clarity, because you removed yourself and your energy from anything that was draining, and some of you, it could have been financially draining, because the reason why I say that, we got 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles underneath that. So again, some of you have been saving in this season, and maybe there was something that was kind of, whoa, my mic just like, woo, okay, that just was depleting whatever your resources were. Could have been mental resources, but I feel like this is more about, I just feel like you guys are really going in and focusing on what is going to make you the most happy and trying to manifest that. Okay. Some of you are working on your finances and on saving in this time as well. But I feel like it's more of like, yeah, there we go. There was some kind of a painful cycle. I feel like you guys had to set boundaries against something, again, that was feeling very heavy and weighing very heavy on you. Just that you were kind of overly burdened and had to kind of set boundaries, because you knew that whatever this cycle was, it was painful and had to end. And you had to walk away from it in order to get yourselves mentally clear in the season. And you had to make a decision to leave something that was again, draining, that was hurtful, that wasn't really serving you well. Okay. And I feel like you guys have kind of come into this place where you're kind of getting a little selfish, but in a good way. It was like whatever you were doing before, I feel like, again, it was depleting your own personal reserves. So it's like you guys made a clear decision of like, I'm going to put myself first. I can't help others. I can't be there for others. I can't support others or nurture others or whatever it was, or love on others, if I'm not loving and nurturing and taking care of myself first. I can't go and like let you borrow this friend or give this to you or that to you, or my time or my energy or my money or my resources or whatever it is. Like, I can't devote myself to all of these causes or all of these things or all of these people unless I'm taking care of me first. And I feel like kind of some of you guys were in this season where you realize, like, you had this epiphany and this like wake up call of like, wait a second, I want to be there in all these ways, but doing so, I'm not serving anyone because my own resources are being drained. And so it's like you've made this decision, I feel like, in this season to kind of decide, you know what? No, I'm going to put myself first and take care of me first, make sure I'm good before I go on and serve everyone else or tend to all these responsibilities or whatever it was that was draining you. Okay. Okay. What is going on in the interpersonal relationships of my Libras? These cards just are coming out faster than I can say the question. All right. Wheel of Fortune came out for you. Let's see what that's about. Could go many different directions. So before we speak on it, please clarify the Wheel of Fortune for the interpersonal relationships of my Libras. Please clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, interesting. Okay, so these cards came out again for you. 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. To clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, again, you guys, I feel like this is odd message for interpersonal. I'm not even going to lie. Bottom of the deck, we have the Magician and the Sun, and then the 10 of Wands again. Okay. So these are all cards that were coming out for you guys before. So what I'm feeling, again, I feel very strongly. Now, this is going to be a little bit weird for an interpersonal. I'm not going to lie, but bear with me for a moment. I do feel like in this season, it's just the same message that I literally just said, is I feel so much like you guys are in this season. What I'm hearing is like, this is all about timing. Okay. So I feel like you guys are very patiently waiting for and manifesting a new beginning here. Okay. I do feel like for some of you, you could already be in a relationship, and this is sort of like a thing of like realizing that you need to tend to your own garden and your own responsibilities in this season. It's just the time for you to really focus on, for those of you who are married and have like a family, have kids, you don't have to be married, but you know, you're in a higher level of commitment. You've got a home with somebody or something like that. You know what I mean? For those of you who resonate with that, especially if you have a spouse who's maybe a Leo, doesn't have to be, or an earth sign that's also prominent, or a fixed sign with this Wheel of Fortune, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. Some of you, again, might be dealing with an Aquarius. But anyway, for those of you, I feel like you're kind of in this season where you realize it's time to like really plan for my future and tend to my own garden right now. So again, like maybe some of you had been busying yourself with responsibilities elsewhere outside of the house, maybe with work, maybe with like, I don't know, whatever it was, like other friendships, other relationships aside from like your immediate family and like whatever your personal immediate responsibilities were to your home and your family. And it's like in this season, you're really tending to your own garden. Okay. You're really putting the energy, the work, the effort into making sure that your family, your stability, your partnership, whatever it is, your relationship, your friendships are something that you're responsible for, okay? Not just like, casual like brunch buddies or whatever. It's like, I feel like you're having to set boundaries with people who are not your immediate responsibility when it comes to your interpersonal relationships. I hope you're following this, and tending to your own garden in this season, and really making sure that you are focused on home and family and the people that you're responsible for. It's time for you to water your own lawn and not be going around and watering the lawns of others. Like, you're literally blocking out energies that aren't your immediate responsibility, especially those fun time people. I feel like some of you guys like also might be giving up like partying in this season. Like, maybe you're kind of coming into this season where, you're having this new beginning. I think like maybe who you were before, maybe again, you had people that you had fun with, that you partied with, that you did like, but they were casual in and out, flighty kind of folks. They weren't like real friends. They weren't your real family. Do you know what I mean? They were like brunch buddies or happy hour friends or networking buddies or whatever it was. Maybe they just weren't a good influence on you. Okay. And I just feel like you're kind of, you put an end to that, and you've set boundaries with those people because you really want to focus. That you want to focus on people that are going to be there in the long term. That's what it is. It's like you want to put and invest in relationships, friendships, family, people that are going to be there in the long term, that are there for a long time, not just a good time. So I feel like some of you come into this season where you're realizing like, I want to reprioritize my relationships and my friendships. I don't want to be, it's like you're trying to put an end to the fun time friends. It's too much conflict. I feel like a lot of you just come into the season of maturing, and you're realizing, reshifting and recalibrating again, like where you feel like your energies need to go, where your time needs to go, what you need to invest in. And it's kind of like you're kind of growing up, and you're sort of entering this new beginning in your life where you're releasing yourself of those old ways and those old habits and those old people that just really weren't consistent and solid and stable in your life. And you're realizing like, I'm trying to manifest people into my life that are going to be the full package. They're going to have all the things. They're not just going to be brunch buddies or networking friends or fun time friends. You know what I mean? They're going to be people that are in there for the long haul, that I can really invest in and grow with, and that we can support each other, that are stable people in my life. I feel like, Libras are you guys are very like social creatures, and you tend to have a lot of people that, kind of pull on your energy because you guys are fun to be around. I know my brother's a Libra. One of my cousins that is a really fun guy, like he's a Libra. Like, y'all are just like really, you just have good energy, and you're fun to be around, and you're funny, and you're the life of the party. And so I think sometimes you guys accumulate a lot of folks around you that are just ancillary and aren't really solid and stable always, because it's just like anyone will be like, oh yeah, Libra is cool, I want to kick it with Libra. You know what I mean? They're always like know where the party's at, or they always have like some fun thing to do, or they always make me laugh, or but it's like, I think you guys are in this season now where it's like, that time of your life, the party fun time is over. And now you're kind of wanting to be more responsible and stable in the season and water your own grass. And you're kind of looking for and trying to manifest, I feel like, new friends, new people in your life that are going to be that's going to match that energy. And again, walking away from the folks that are just draining you, where there's conflict or drama or whatever. It's like, you're like, you know what? I'm too old for this shit. Like, even if you're 17 years old, you're just like, I'm too old for this shit. I'm over this. Like, and you're just like, you're moving on. You're releasing those burdens and those relationships that don't serve you in this season. In this season, okay, this is the season of you being responsible and taking care of business and taking care of home and family and those sorts of things. And if it's not that, it's just like, however it is, whatever taking care of business means to you, like that's what you're about. And, you want people that are going to be there and stable for the long term, not just in and out of your life, right? Okay, cool. Whew. All right. What is going on? What's bothering and distressing my Libra friends? What is bothering or distressing? Well, that was quick. Okay. You guys are tired of waiting for something. Hermit card came out, sign of Virgo. You might have a Virgo in your life or in your chart. Hanged Woman underneath that. And Nine of Pentacles underneath that. So for some of you, you are tired of waiting. You feel like you've been single for a while. This is not going to resonate, obviously, for those Libras who are in a relationship. But underneath that Nine of Pentacles is the Two of Pentacles, and then the Four of Cups and the Five of Pentacles underneath that. And then underneath that, interestingly, 10 of Pentacles. So I do feel like for some of you, it's like either you're tired of being juggled. Again, this can go back to that interpersonal of like tired of that sort of inconsistent energy of being left out in the cold, of people being emotionally unavailable in your life. Okay. For some of you, this could literally be like about money. Okay. There's a lot of pentacle energy in your reading as well. So some of you might be tired of waiting for like maybe a job opportunity. I'm hearing to book something or like to get something to come in, a job or something that's going to bring more financial abundance and increase in the season. So for some of you that resonated with some of those other messages before, friend, you know, you might be cutting out the partying and the fun time, good time people because it might be also draining on you financially. So like, you know that you've got to boss up and be more fiscally responsible in the season. Some of you, maybe you've bought a house recently or some other kind of a major purchase or relocated or something like that. And in a sense of like, now you've got this additional responsibility. So you can't partake in certain activities anymore. That's going to, you know, make the money disappear. Okay. It's like you need the money to up here and stay and grow and prosper, right? So for some of you, you know, you might just be like tired of kind of waiting for this abundance to come in. It's like you feel this, you feel Nine of Pentacles energy, you feel abundant, you feel wealthy, you know, but it's like, but in the 3D, where is it, right? That's for some of you. The Hermit is the card that came out for you. I'm going to clarify that in a second because it is a major arcana. But again, with these two energies both being present, it feels like you're waiting a long time for something. You're trying to seek some kind of guidance and clarity about a situation or something going on in your life. For some of you, this is you doing a lot of deep inner work and going within and trying to ascertain on an internal level how you can kind of metamorphosize into this Nine of Pentacles energy, right? It's like you're in a cocoon, you know, friends, you're the caterpillar in the cocoon and you like are ready to become the butterfly and fly away into abundance and to beauty and to go from this to the full empress. But you're ready for growth financially, spiritually, emotionally, in all the ways. And I feel like right now you're in that cocoon time, you know, and, you know, that can be a little boring and especially, you know, that might not be exciting for you as a Libra, but there's a time for everything. I feel like there's so much of a message in your reading overall, you guys, of just like knowing that there are seasons in our lives. There's a season and time and a place for everything. Right now, it feels like you guys are just in this cocoon time. You're in this time of watering your grass, you know, staying on your lawn and watering your own grass and waiting for it to grow. And I feel like that's because you guys have recently had a shift and a changing of seasons, right? And so it might feel a little bit uncomfortable right now because maybe you want to really be out there and not be hiding this light, but you're not hiding the light. You are just transforming in this time. And to do that, sometimes you have to pull your energy away from things that were previously fun and exciting and enjoyable for you. But that's okay. And sometimes doing that deep inner work, it can make you feel very vulnerable, right? It can go feel very vulnerable to go within and kind of rely on your own intuition to kind of guide you and steer you, right? Let's clarify this Hermit for my Libra people, for what's bothering or distressing them. Okay. So we got 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles came out for you. So yeah, I do feel like you guys are in this season of feeling maybe not as abundant and waiting and wanting this abundance. Again, this comes after that 9 of Pentacles, right? Sorry, I don't know what that beeping and why someone's car horn is going off, but someone's angry. So sorry for you. So yeah, it's like you kind of might be feeling like you don't got it all right now. And again, you're waiting for this to come in, for this abundance to come through. You might feel a little bit either energetically depleted, physically depleted, but I feel like for a lot of you, this is finances. And you're really kind of trying to waiting for things to grow and come to you in a financial way, in a job way. So this does kind of continue on with some of the messages that I just gave you, right? And then underneath that, we have the Strength card. So yeah, I feel like some of you, this is also just about you healing in this season. Some of you might have not been feeling well physically. Or maybe someone in your family hasn't been well, so you might be kind of pulled away. Maybe you're isolated or quarantined or something to that effect while you're trying to heal up and kind of, get yourself well again, get your strength back, right? On a physical level, not just financially. But I do feel like for some of you, this is about trying to get your financial abundance and strength back. So maybe you're trying to save in this season and, again, pull back your energy, watch your spending, watch how you're, what you're doing with your money. For some of you, again, I do feel like you might have recently made a major purchase, like a house or something like that. And that is kind of draining your financial resources. It's making you feel a little bit vulnerable, a little bit scared, and you're trying to figure it out. How am I going to make all this work? How am I going to pay for all this? So that's for some of you. Okay, let's move on from that one. I do feel like it's going to be okay. I feel like you guys are doing all the right things, if that's any sort of encouragement to you, I feel like you're doing what you can in this season. So you're making smart choices, Okay, what is going on in the emotional energy of my Libra friends? What is going on in the emotional? Is that a flipper? No. Okay, well, 2 of Cups kind of wanted to come out, which is good. That's good. Emotionally balanced. Let's see. What is going on in the emotional energy of my Libra friends? Or not so good. What? Okay, so 8 of Swords and 7 of Swords underneath that. But Chariot and 2 of Wands, though, underneath that, and Temperance underneath that. So we'll just put out the 8 of Swords. It's what came out for you. Again, though, I feel like, I don't know if somebody lied to you, deceived you, stole from you. Maybe that has something to do with this depletion. Like somebody maybe actually literally stole money from you or stole possessions from you or something like that. And maybe you found out the truth of that, and it could be putting you in your head. If this was like, for this to show up though in your emotional energy, if this is something that happened for you, it could be a situation where you were kind of felt blindsided by somebody that you cared about, that you thought, you could trust. And then you realize, I cannot trust this person. So it might be putting you in this sort of, this energy of feeling sort of mentally tied up or emotionally tied up, emotionally not well. Like it's kind of got you in knots, especially if this is related to a move or something like that. I don't know what's going on. You guys tell me in the comments, but like maybe you literally moved and maybe you got a bad deal in the home that you bought or something like that, or you thought it was going to be one thing and then you kind of blindsided and realized like, what did I get? Maybe for some of you, I'm feeling like, you got yourself in a money pit type of situation. If you've never seen that movie, it's funny, it's old, but get it and watch it and whatever the fuck. But where it's like you bought this house and you thought it was one thing, and then once you get in there and you've moved in, it's like one thing after the other, and the expenses are adding up, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck did I just get myself into? Okay. That's for some, not for everybody. But let's clarify this 8 of Swords. Please clarify this 8 of Swords for my Libra's emotional energy. Please clarify this 8 of Swords. Oh, wow. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, and then 8, interesting, 8 of Pentacles underneath that, Empress underneath that, 3 of Swords. So I do feel like this is related to like a work or financial situation, obviously, for a lot of you. It could be like a job loss, or again, like I said, you know, you got yourself into a situation. It could have been a job that you thought was going to grow or be abundant, and then it like ended just as quickly as the offer came in. It ended. Again, this could be due to like a major purchase, like a car or a home that, you know, you thought was going to be this great new beginning, only to find out that you got yourself trapped in a situation that is more expensive or costly or draining on you financially than you thought it would be. Okay. Or again, this could be like you got a job offer, you were so excited, you maybe you spend more money than you thought you had, or more money than you had, because you're like, oh, I booked this job, or I got this job, and this thing is going to be great, and I'm going to get all this money, and then you kind of made it rain a little bit, and you're like, oh shit, that thing got canceled, or they gave it to somebody else, or I lost it, or the contract, was null and void, or this person said they were going to give this thing to me, or we were going to start this business, or this thing was going to happen. And then it didn't pan out the way that you thought. Maybe someone stabbed you in the back, for some, not for everybody, but some. And so it's like, now you're like, so this has got you worked up, my Libra friends, in your emotions. It's not showing up as strongly in your mental, but I am seeing pieces of it. Looking at this whole spread, you guys definitely had to pull your energy away from something. Something did happen, I feel like, that drained you and depleted you in some sense, okay? Or you lost something, and that has caused you now to be in, at least emotionally, in a little bit of a conundrum. But I do believe, again, like I'm saying, I think you guys have seen the truth and things are clear now, and you realize now what you need to do to move forward. And again, I feel like so strongly, save, pull your energy away, go within, continue to water your own grass, you guys. You know what I'm saying? That is where the abundance is going to come. So whatever area of your life you're feeling depleted in this season, and you've had to withdraw from, just know, friends, I feel like it's going to get better. Let's get some advice for you, though, real quickly. What advice do we have for my Libras in this season? I just think it's time, again, like for you guys to kind of step up and do the responsible thing. I think you're doing that already. Just keep going. And don't paint yourself into a corner. I feel like with it, you guys, I think it's going to improve. Okay. Whoa. 6 of Cups, Knight of Swords, King of Wands, 9 of Swords. So I think where some of you guys might, like, your confidence might be shaken a little bit right now. You might be a little bit confused about what to do. I feel like either communication is going to be coming in from a loved one. This could be a relative or somebody from the past. And we are coming into Mercury retrograde. So maybe somebody from your past might be coming back around to communicate something to you that could be helpful in this season. And kind of get you out of this energy of feeling anxious and maybe having some sleepless nights over it, feeling worried and fearful, maybe about the future and where it's going to go. It could be, again, communication coming in from like a family member, a relative, 6 of Cups, somebody from your childhood or your past. Let's see. Let's get another clarifier on this. And if not that, I think it's weird. I'm feeling like the answer's in the past, not the future or the present. That's weird. Let's see. Hold on. Please clarify this. Knight of Swords and 6 of Cups is the advice for my Libras. Please clarify this. Knight of Swords and the 6 of Cups is the advice for my Libras. I think, also, you guys, I think going back to that message, like, focus on your family in this season. I feel like that's important for you guys. Knight of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles, to clarify, so you got 2 knights now, and I feel like if you can have a little bit of patience, I feel like the help is going to come to you guys. It could be coming again from like a family member, but I also feel like you guys need to again, focus in the long term, focus on the things that are most nurturing to you in this season, that really fill your cup, that bring you a sense of nostalgia and happiness and joy. Again, I feel like for a lot of you, this is focusing on your immediate family, on your family in this season, and really making them the primary focus. Talk to your family, you guys, if you've been at a distance from them or haven't spoken to them for a while. They could be helping you out financially in some way if you are struggling with that in this season. If there's somebody that you've been in conflict with in your family, I think it is time to reignite the communication. You got more communication cards. If you guys are parents and you have children, I do feel very strongly, or nieces or nephews, like focus on your relationships with them as well. You know, I think it's time for a new beginning with somebody that, again, this could be a parent, father figure for some, doesn't have to be. I think it's time to kind of heal those relationships, but also I feel like it's time for you to really focus on the things that really fill your cup and bring you the most joy and satisfaction. And to, again, this card, especially in this deck, it always makes me think of, like, again, that watering your own cup, like ignoring, like being in that bubble, right? Being in your safe place, wherever that is for you, friend. Focus on being in your safe place in this season. Sorry, my nails are like, I need a mani, but whatever. You know, maintain that. Maintain your own, you know, keep watering your own lawn, you guys, and don't be worried about other people being like, oh, why aren't you giving me your energy anymore? I'm so used to that happy, fun Libra energy. And you're like, y'all are depleting me. Focus on the things that keep your cup full. Anything that drains you, they're not in this little bubble here. They're not part of your world right now, friend. Pay them no mind. Okay, keep focused on the things that fill up your cup, and keep focused on your responsibilities and the ones that you love and are near and dear to you. So again, if you're a parent, your children, your spouse, if you know if your parents, not you are a parent, but your parents need your help and support in this season, focus on that. You know what I mean? Focus on your own home, on your own well-being, on your besties, you know, whatever it is that is going to be there with you in the long term, not just fly by night folks. Okay. And otherwise protect your energy. And I feel like also, stay blocked away from any sort of conflict. Like keep yourself away from any conflict, anything that's inciting fear or worry or strife in the season. You guys just stay in your little bubble there. You know what I mean? You don't engage with that energy. Okay. All right. Keep thinking long term, you guys. And I think you're going to be good. So cheers to you, my Libra friends. Okay. Before I take a sip, don't forget to like this video if it did resonate for you. I'm sending you so much love, Libras. Until next time. Ooh, and your birthday video coming up soon. Until next time, cheers. And don't forget to book a session with a real therapist. Okay, peace.